Alrighty, guys, so it's about 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast. The markets have been open for 15 minutes right now, and we're slightly in the red all across the board. Well, now actually SPY just went up as I'm filming this video. Oh, nope, now it's back in the red. So we're down pretty much all across the board. Russell and we have the NASDAQ each down about 0.15 to about 0.2%. We have the S&P down 0.05, so pretty much at break even, more leaning more towards the red, right? As the Dow is pretty much in the same spot at break even, but leaning a little bit more towards the red. And we have the VIX this morning. Let's take a look at the VIX, guys. This is up over 4%. Again, as we're about 15 minutes into the session, the VIX is at about 2650, moving towards 27 here, in the beginning of the day. And you guys have seen the VIX in the past couple of weeks, pretty much almost 3 weeks since the middle of August. The VIX has gone from about 1950 to about 20, all the way to where it is right now. The VIX is up about 37, about 35 roughly % in just the past 2-3 weeks. So we got to watch it, guys. If this VIX get close, if it gets close to 30, 29, 30, it starts breaking out of there. Let me get some coffee, guys. Cheers, by the way. Thanks for watching, as always. That's where it really could start accelerating, if this breaks above, 28.30. So that's what I'm watching for this week. And let me actually set an alert here. I'll put an alert. Mark is at we're above. Let's put it at 28. Maybe not 30 quite yet, but we'll put it at 28, which is the high of the VIX roughly from last week. So for SPY, let's go back to SPY, then we'll take a look at Triple Q very quickly. For SPY, it looks like we are making a down move right now, again, as all the indexes are red. And by the looks of it, here on the 20-day chart, it looks like it wants to go down to the lows from right before close on Friday and from the lows from the day before that, Thursday, right about 390. Now we're pushing 391. We're in the mid 391s. Now we're going low 391s, guys. So this is dumping. You guys can see here on the intraday, markets just opened 18 minutes ago. This has been dumping literally since the bell has hit. Since the bell hit 18 minutes ago, SPY's been selling off in a straight line. Same with Triple Q. Triple Q opened up at about 296.50. Now it's at 294.37. So it's down about over $2, 0.7, 0.8% in just a little bit under 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes. So that's what we're noticing. It looks like Triple Q and SPY, both of these are gunning for the lows from last week, being 292.95 on Triple Q, and SPY, like I mentioned, the lows from last week, right about 390. So I think there's a chance, by the looks of it, decent chance, honestly, that we break these points. So I'm going to set an alert. Mark is at or below 390 on SPY. And going back to Triple Q, I'm going to set my alert at 292. Mark is at or below $292 a share. There we go. So what do you guys think? I mean, this to me, I don't know about you, but to me, this looks like we are heading lower in the short term. And we'll find out in the next couple of hours. I mean, no one can predict the future, but we can wait and let things unfold and be patient, and we'll find out, guys. So alerts are set. We'll see what ends up happening. Now let's transition and talk about some stocks. NextEra Energy, NE is the ticker. This is moving up nicely today amidst a red day. And there are some stocks on my watch list, not many, but there are some that are moving nicely in the green. Really, there's only 2 that are up over 1%, although there's about 10 stocks that are green on my watch list. A lot of them, they're only up 0.2, 0.3%. And only 2 of them are up over 1%. Actually, one of them's up over 2%, which is First Majestic Silver, but we're not going to talk about that one in this video. So NextEra is now up almost 3.5% on the day thus far, and you guys can see it's trying to make a move towards the 180 SMA here on the 20-day chart. And mind you, we're not quite yet out of the downtrend. We're getting close, but we're approaching a big level of resistance. You guys can see here since the middle of August when NextEra NEE started to sell off, this has been a struggle spot. We've made lower highs. One at 91, well, that was the peak, right? Then the lower high came in at 90. Is this where we are now at 87, 88, 89? Is this going to be another lower high and then we end up dumping back to the low 80s? that's not going to be a spot where, or, that's not going to be something that I'd want to go long on, obviously, right? But if we start cracking above, I'd say $90, especially the highs from the end of August being about $90.40 roughly, right? 90.50. If these points start breaking, watch out above for NextEra Energy. I think it really could start moving mid-90s, which was that high from the beginning of this year, end of last year. That's going to be a spot where this could be going. So I like this one in the short term. It looks pretty good, and you guys can see here on the 4-hour chart, buyers came in last week around the mid-80s, right around the 180 SMA. That's a good sign. So let's see what happens with NEE moving forward. Exxon, good old ExxonMobil. This one looks decent as well. It's down a little bit on the day thus far. It's down 0.25%. But what we're noticing here, especially if I zoom in on the 4-hour time frame, we're holding an uptrending channel very clearly. We hit a higher high last week. We hit $101. Before, about a month and a half prior to that, we were at $97. So we're clearly uptrending here. And last week, buyers came in the low 90s. We hit $92, 180 SMA, bottom of the channel, and buyers came in. Now we're in the mid-90s, right? And if we do crack above the 50 SMA, which is right around 96, 7-ish dollars, which, mind you, that was the main resistance last week for this stock. And right now, in the beginning of this short week, if we start breaking 97, then we're going to be able to see, in my opinion, I'm going to put my alert there right now, mark is that we're above 97. If that breaks, I think we're going hundreds again. Probably 102. I think we'll even take the high out from recently, which is about 101.50, which again is where we hit at the end of August, about a week ago. So watch out for that break, guys. $97 on Exxon and Amazon. We got to watch Amazon, guys. Although this is moving down a little bit over 1%, it's actually doing worse than all the indexes, way worse. I mean, the NASDAQ's only down 0.3% today, and Amazon is down over 1%. So this is not, it's in a funky spot. Let's put it that way. This is not looking the best this morning for the bulls, but they're still technically at a higher low. Do you guys not see it here on the 4-hour time frame? We hit a low at 102 a couple months ago, then 107, then we hit 115. Now we're fighting in the mid 120s. 125, 126 is roughly where we are. So if we get buying pressure somehow, some way, which we're not seeing any signs of it right now, but if we do, above, I'd say $132 a share, I'll put my alert right there. This is where a big reversal to the upside could be coming on Amazon. But with the markets being where they are, overall markets are selling off, there could be more downside. Amazon being a big tech stock, large cap company, it might be going down with the ship. It probably will. It will. I mean, it will be going down with the ship. But if we do get any sign, any signs of a reversal in the overall markets, Amazon will be ripping back tremendously, in my opinion. But as of now, it looks like the bears are slowly gaining momentum. We have a death cross. We're down over 1.3% now on the day, and we're under the moving averages, holding on by a thread, here at this higher low that I mentioned. So at this point, we got to be patient. If this thing collapses under this trend line here, it starts going down to the low 120s, cracks 120 especially, it's going to be ugly for Amazon. It's going to start getting to a point where it could start free falling, no doubt about it. So those are a couple that I'm watching: NextEra, ExxonMobil, Amazon. And as we're filming this video, guys, the markets keep getting more red and more red and more red. And remember how I said earlier, there were 10 green stocks on my watch list. Now there's about 5. Now there's about 5 green stocks on my watch list. And Bed Bath & Beyond, let's pull this up. Last stock for the video, you guys. Bed Bath & Beyond is down 15%. And it was complete news to me this morning when I was reading into it, because I was kind of out of the loop with Bed Bath & Beyond. But it was news to me that their CFO committed suicide over a potential, I think, a pump and dump lawsuit. Again, I'm not completely in tune with it. I just started reading about it this morning. It came on my radar, and I'm like, this happened on Friday. How did I not hear about it until today? But it's extremely sad that the CFO, I mean, I think he jumped off of the Jenga building in New York City. I mean, this is some sad stuff, crazy stuff going on. And at this point, the stock is down to where it was pretty much before the whole pump and dump that we saw, right? From it was at $5 and went to 30. Now it's at $7. It's down 15%. So there's a lot going on with the company. That's some sad news came out. So now there's, problems with the management, openings, who knows what the heck is going to go on with Bed Bath & Beyond, but I figured I'd cover that very quickly. I mean, this is crazy. Who knows? This probably will go down even more. It's at $7. I think it could go down to $4 or $5 again, no doubt. And who knows? Maybe it ends up pumping again at that point in a couple months. Who the heck knows what's going to happen? But overall, that's it. I guess that's a good spot to end the video. And if you guys haven't noticed, I shaved my beard. You guys see that? Babyface Stas is back for the first time in about a year. I actually had a beard for a good year, since last August. Now it's about 13 months later, and we're shaving it, and I'm going to grow it back for the winter, of course, but we're rocking the baby face right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Go to StasSurfS.com/moo to get your 13 free stocks. I'll see you later. Peace out.